unpredictable. You kept tagging, you kept sending Father's Day, Happy Father's Day. Then you kept trying to tag somebody in the email. Something about Mr. West. Who is Mr. West? Kanye?
No. Not on
Who
my
is Mr.
watch.
West? Who is Mr. West?
It doesn't matter who it is.
Delon. Somebody said on our Happy Father's Day chat. You said Delonte. Who is that?
Daddy.
Who?
LeBron.
Check one, check two. We live. Welcome to episode 105. To the right of me, none other than
I'm the people's champ. The people's champ, the number one seed in the Hornet's Nest. Shout out to episode 105, the number 5, Jalen Ramsey of the Miami Dolphins, cornerback.
Interesting. On down bottom, my
Not
girl.
the usual. Tonight we getting unpredictable.
Hey, what's up? This is Unpredictable. In celebration and adding on to what the People's Champ just said, episode 105, the best number 105 draft pick in the NFL we came up with was Cam Scatterboo from Arizona State, who hadn't proved nothing. That tells me 105 ain't about nothing. I should have did this for number 55 to say that the most famous one was also the most garbage one on Father's Day, but we're going to say Happy Father's Day, belated Father's Day for those who didn't spend time with their kids, for those that don't see their kids and pay child support, for those who don't pay child support and keep running from the law. Happy Father's Day to you too, until your ass get caught. But you know, happy Father's Day to Kevin Gates. You got to get engaged, married, and divorced, all because of LeBron. Everything's around LeBron. It was raining hard today because LeBron. All right. So on this day, everything that happens bad is because of LeBron James. Keep on taking all the damn salary cap.
Right. When even back in the day when pizza ran out at school, blame LeBron. Last but not least, I got
Clutch. Well, you could make the argument he's the most clutch player ever.
This is your boy Clutch, aka Domino, aka back-to-back champ in the dungeon this year.
We go with hallucinogens. Last but not least, it's your boy SYL Frank checking in, also known as Frank Kipovich, also known as DJ Ellen Boy, Ziobia's favorite grandchild.
Hey, Kapovich, before we start, can I send a shout out to a couple of people?
You sure can.
I want to send a shout out to Sylvester and his twin cousin with the ugly version of him. What's that boy name?
Ruben.
Yeah, Ruben. I want to send a shout out to y'all for getting up every morning at 2:00 trying to get picks off the waiver wire. That means that I'm going to find out where y'all ass is working, call a job, because I know your ass sleep. You have no life when you wake up at 2:00 in the morning, when you got to be at work at 7. I'm going to call your job and say, whatever time your lunch break is, I'm going to say, check him an hour before. He is asleep. Yo, just like you playing fantasy baseball, playing with me, getting up there early, your job going to be a fantasy.
Hey, man, why you call Ruben ugly, man?
I didn't say he was ugly. I said he was the ugliest one.
Okay.
Speaking of ugly, now we're gonna debut this. We'll see if this segment work or not. This segment is called very simple: good play or bad play. Thinking about the Colts' new owner. She's on the sideline with the playbook and a hat on, and you better run a good play. So we're gonna see this good play, bad play. Shout out to NCAA 26. Gonna come out 25. I don't know. Madden 25, 26. One of them. So let's check it. We're gonna bring up some topics and y'all let it be known. The move that the person made, was it a good play or a bad play? So let's check this first one out, you girl. Go.
She tweeted, "I still don't know how I didn't win Sportswoman of the Year for the BET Awards, but congrats to Angel Reese and all of the other nominees. I just thought accolades mattered." Then she tweeted again, "Let me go on ahead and make up for missing 2 days of grinding at the gym to attend all this BET stuff. I defend my undisputed heavyweight title on July 26th. If and when I win that fight, I'll be the 19-time world champ." Then she had to come back because people started responding and basically saying to her, like, why are you downplaying Angel Reese's win just because you didn't? And she says, "Nobody's saying that Angel Reese doesn't have accolades or that she's not good. I'm just saying that I thought the person with the most, she capitalized most accolades and accomplishments to win the award. I'm team Angel Reese. I'm not joining the hate train when it comes to Angel Reese. I have mad respect for her and all the other female athletes that excel in the sport. As for my earlier comments, I am allowed to express my feelings. I was just shocked I didn't win."
Oh, she talking about like career accolades? I'm confused. Like, what's going on?
Accolades are normally career accolades.
All right, we'll get out of there when Charlamagne started talking. But question is, good play or bad play? Clarissa Shields big mad over not winning the female athlete of the year. People champ. Good play, bad play.
I think it's a bad play. The award goes to on and off the court. So I think the off the court is what got Angel Reese the nod there. Even though Shields has a lot of accolades as far as boxing and martial arts, Angel Reese has done a lot off and on the court for college and women's basketball over the last 3 years. So she's the only 3-time consecutive winner besides Serena Williams, who did it when she was in her heyday. So I'm gonna say bad play.
Who won besides Serena on three consecutive times?
Nobody, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Consecutive.
Clutch.
Oh, that's definitely a bad play. And no matter what she says, she's hating. Because if you look at that award, it's a popularity award as well. And if you look at Angel Reese's popularity versus what's her name again? Clarissa Shields' popularity, it's no contest. Angel Reese got a McDonald's commercial. When you got a McDonald's commercial, you might well go to everybody else can hang it up. But yeah,
So,
it was a bad play. Because like I said, that award is a popularity contest, and Angel Reese is more popular than Clarissa Shields. So those accolades matter, but they don't matter that much.
So Clutch, do you feel the same little what the boy name Lyles?
Noah Lyles?
Noah Lyles. Do you feel the same? How he had a little jealousy over Ant-Man. Do you see that same kind of?
Yeah, because Noah Lyles is, if it's not about track, he's nothing.
Right.
You could talk about Ant-Man every day. You can't talk about Noah Lyles every day.
Right. And I think
Ant-Man, even though Ant-Man's in the news for child support, he's in the news for making babies, he's in the news for everything. You don't hear about Noah Lyles unless he running a race. It's a popularity contest. Clicks and likes, baby.
Only time you hear about Noah Lyles really is when he's hating on NBA players.
Exactly.
Unpredictable. Is that a good play or a bad play?
Oh, I love it. Who better to acknowledge what I've done and my accomplishment other than myself? And I agree with her, because at the end of the day, if you're going to do, if it's about the popularity votes and people just randomly voting, okay, I get it. But when you're saying female athlete of the year or whatever, when you look at it over the year individually, she has good numbers. But what has she accomplished? She didn't win the Final Four. I don't even think she made it to the Final Four with LSU. Then her team, I'm wondering, did they make the playoff last year in the WNBA? So to me, it's almost like taking Tracy McGrady, who had ultra talent individually, keep losing the first round and say he's the NBA MVP. So to me, it has to be within the accomplishments within that year. And when I looked up Clarissa Shields, she had 3 to 4 different matches that she actually won for different titles. So to me, we can't go by the popularity of the sport. We got to judge the individual in that sport and what have they done with their other competitors, not so much who's the most popular. Because at the end of the day, I agree with it. If I'm supposed to win, I can talk about myself and acknowledge what I did without hating on the next person. And I think that sometimes we get that kind of mixed up, whereas I do deserve to win. You deserve to win. I do also. But if we look at it and we compare what they did over the past year as far as their individual sports, I don't even think Angel Reese is up there with some of the other top WNBA players. I'm trying to think of her name, the big 6'4" when they played for Las Vegas, who won the MVP and championship 3 years in a row. She was more accomplished than Angel Reese. So to me, it's a popularity contest, not a merit-based contest.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If
Go
you
ahead.
wouldn't have looked up that stuff from about Clarissa Shields, would you have known it?
I wouldn't have.
Exactly. You know stuff about
But
Angel Reese without having to look it up.
yeah, but that's only because they put on TV every
Notice
day.
she ain't won.
No,
She won.
because here's the thing. That's just like saying I watch sports all day. I don't watch shows about the government and what Trump is doing, right?
Right.
So I don't know who's under Trump. I wouldn't know what he. Yeah, this individual may be the second most powerful right now. I'll be honest with you. Unless I look it up, I don't even know who the vice president is. But that doesn't mean that this person should not be that powerful. And so, if I had to say who's the most influential person in America as far as politics, if you took away Donald Trump, I'm gonna have to look up the vice president.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So my thing is, we know that basketball and football is all over every sports network because that's what dominates. Some stuff is just not on there, but that shouldn't be taken away from what they're doing against their competitors.
True.
Hell, I'm be
Clarissa,
honest with you. I only know Angel Reese because she played for LSU because I can't even think of nobody else in the WNBA. That's all they talk about is Angel Reese and the white girl all day. That's all they talk about.
Just answer your own question right there.
There you go.
But that's a popularity contest. But I don't think Angel Reese, looking at it, I don't think she's top 15 in the WNBA. She's good and she's getting up there, but
She's not.
she's not even top. She's not top 15. So I would have put.
Yeah, and plus her cheeks look better than Clarissa Shields' cheeks. So
I don't know.
What?
I don't know, B. I don't know.
hey,
I
hey,
don't know. I had that
Yeah.
off.
a cheek off.
What Clutch? What about this? I go back to the NBA All Star, right? The way they do the voting. I put more merit on the bench than I do the starters because it's just people voting. They just sometimes some people just don't deserve to start based on what they're doing that particular year. But year in and year out, because they are popular. LeBron is popular. That's why he's always started. But we can make a case that maybe he shouldn't, and some other players. But when the coaches and the players have to vote, that's when we get a true merit on who is who and how they feel about certain people. So sometimes having the general public, Joe Blow, whoever vote, you gonna get these reviews.
True. I'm gonna say to me, I'm gonna say that was a good play. Because we sat on here talking about Clarissa Shields not getting
Because
the
she's in the news now. That's why
right,
it's a good play.
right.
Go ahead.
Well, you said it was a bad play because it seemed like hey.
No, I'm saying I'm
Oh,
agreeing with you on that one.
okay,
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, but because she's in the news because and the other reason she stay in the news because she with Papoose and Remy Mars, man. And
Right.
I mean, sometimes they say inner publicity is good publicity. So I'm thinking it's a good play. And to be mad because the WNBA season's going on. So I'm assuming that's why Angel Reese wasn't there. But Clarissa Shields is training for a fight and took 2 days to be all over LA with the BET Awards, and you know how that usually go. You come, you
Hmm.
get the award type. You know what I'm saying? You put in there
But you know
that
what?
And
I,
normally they got a good idea if they're gonna win
right,
before they go.
right.
but you know what? I didn't watch the BET Award. I haven't watched it in a while. But after hearing some of the people that won, and I hate to say this, we got Glorilla winning the Gospel Award. Come on now. At that point, we
She won
you
that
know
because of
what?
Kurt Franklin.
Glorilla?
Yeah, Kurt
No,
Franklin was a
no.
feature on
Glorilla,
that.
Glorilla got on stage and threw a couple shots at BET. She said, "Well, I guess this my first award. I've been nominated
Yeah,
plenty of times." And
yeah,
she
she did.
wanted the best female hip hop, and that went to Doechii. A lot of people, but my daughter thinks Doechii should have won, and she knows two songs of Doechii, but she thinks she should have won. But a lot of people think Doechii is an industry plant. So Glorilla even got it. I think they gave her the gospel award just to shoot some love because she was all over the stage, all over LA, promoting
Well,
the award. So
well, let me just say this. Congratulations to her. And I don't know what speech she made, but I don't know
Oh,
how
it was funny.
you made 12 songs about eating your ass, and now you got the gospel award. I don't see the connection.
She said that in her exit
Oh,
interview.
she did?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. See,
in so many words.
so to me, that goes to, and I hate to say it, that goes to show the credibility of the BET Awards lately. I don't know. My thing is, I get what she's saying. Sometimes we have to look at the sport and how they dominate. And to me, Angel Reese may not be top 15 in the WNBA. So I think if you were going to present ladies, there were some ladies that have done far more and have seeded more than what she has done in that amount of time. That's just my opinion.
yeah, shout out to her for getting her first triple double. But let's continue with good play or bad play. Let's check this one out. Come on, Dwight.
Brian Windhorst says there will be no Giannis trade in the short-term future. Says the league has come to terms with the realization that the Bucks are going to keep him. Same thing from Doc Rivers and John Horst. They presented plans to keep Bucks core intact around Giannis. The Bucks front office thoroughly believes they can make a run if they keep the same core intact. I don't know about that. I think if they're going to keep Giannis, which I think they should, I think that teams should keep a franchise player, generational player like Giannis around for as long as they can. I think if they're going to keep him, they got to make changes around him. You can't just sit pretty with this team and hope that they're going to turn into a championship team overnight. Because it's not realistic.
All right. Gonna start with Champ again. Champ, Giannis staying in Milwaukee as a good player or a bad player?
For Giannis, that's for the franchise. Well, I say both of them. It's a good play because Giannis could keep his brother on payroll, keep getting that money in the family, make generational wealth. He already got a championship, so it ain't like he's like a Charles Barkley where he's trying to get him a championship before he get out of there. So he got a championship already. He got 3
His brother still
MVPs.
on the team?
If one of them is, I think one of them ain't. The
Well,
other
damn,
one
how
ain't.
many brothers he got?
There's 3 of them all together. 2
Oh
him and 2
shit.
more.
Oh, so he getting everybody a job. Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah, but keep it. Yeah, that way you keep his brother on the bench. Because it's 5 or 6 guys that be on the bench that be in suits and shorts and shirts that don't never play every night. So you could always be in one of those spots. Yeah, I go with that. Good play. Stay there. Like I said, he'd already won a championship. He got some MVPs. He keep his brother with a job and a paycheck, and go off into the sunset.
All right. Unpredictable. Giannis staying in Bucks country. Good play or bad play?
Um, I'm going to say that it's a good play. Um, I think part of the problem, that reason why I think he should stay is because he created some of that problem. You had a championship team, and Middleton got got broken up and old before it was his time. But you kind of vote against having a championship coach. You want to get rid of him. You bring a young brother in. He go 30-13. You get rid of him to get Doc Rivers. So you got, and then you trade for Dame Lillard, who was obviously all offense and no defense. And so when you are part of creating that problem, sometimes you got to be part of fixing the problem. And, they may be a trade away. They still have a nice nucleus. I think that they have to get better at the guard spot. I think they may have to find that Ron Harper type of guard to play with Dame Lillard, somebody who can be 6'6" and play the guard spot without having to score a lot, and allow Dame to play the two. And when they go on defense, they can switch. So I just think they're a piece or two away. They got a good nucleus.
No, that's a good take.
Yeah, and every year when you think about it, we don't know, but Dame got hurt this year, and every year it's been because of injuries, not because of performance. So to me, you got to get your team healthier, better, and just lead by example. Don't always tuck your tail and run to Miami and Cleveland and Los Angeles.
Oh.
And for that, I want all the smoke. I keep on talking about LeBron moving. There's another person that keeps moving just as much as LeBron, and that's the nappy head sniper. You didn't been to Golden State. You'd have been New Jersey. You've been in Phoenix. At some point, you got to stay there and see it through. It's just not always about the good times. Sometimes you got to fight through it. And that's what's wrong with these players. As soon as they destroy the team and get rid of all the draft picks, and once they get rid of the draft picks, they won't go somewhere else. No, sit right there and live in your misery that you helped create. Suckers.
Indeed. Checking in. The one, the only, Mr. Two Phones himself.
Damn.
ESPN checking in. What's good, homie?
What it do? What it do? What it do?
Everybody doing that.
ESPN is both type behavior favorite. Somebody asked me what the man said he was trying to get on. Why you ain't let him on? Hey. I'm trying to get him on. If I know I knew ESPN can help both type of behavior ratings, I might have to make a trade like we were talking about. ESPN, good play or bad play? Giannis staying in Milwaukee.
I believe it was a great play. I tell people all the time, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's whatever you want in life,
A side piece?
go where you appreciate it. Go where you appreciate it. You know how Milwaukee feel about you, how they gonna treat you. Shoot, they had your sorry brother on the team for about 8 years. That motherfucker getting retirement already. Go where you are appreciated. So I would have stayed too. Cause I mean, just because don't mean you're gonna be in a better situation than where you are now.
Just ask LeBron.
True.
And KD.
And with that being said, ESPN, you are appreciated at the Set Your Lineup podcast. Both our behavior, it kind of do what it wants sometimes. So you are appreciated here.
Hey, ESPN, I got on there real quick. What took you? Why you couldn't get in?
You talking about the other day?
Both type behavior.
Those are different.
He kept sending me a broken link that day.
Hey yo.
Oh.
I didn't ask Clutch, right? No, I asked Clutch. Champ, good play, bad play.
I already went.
I know I did. Yeah,
everybody
Clutch.
went.
Clutch shook his head, no?
Oh yeah. Okay, so I didn't go. Everybody said good play. Should I be the one to say bad play? He should be in New York in the lights and everything. No, it's a good play. Giannis is a superstar, and he did it in Milwaukee. He don't have to go to LA or New York or Miami to get Chicago to get some shine. He's doing it right there. Let's start a trend, staying with the same team. Shout out to Curry, staying with the same squad. So I think it's a good play. Whether you, I mean, and your team is good on paper. So
Yeah, just injuries.
Right.
Yeah,
So
if Dane don't get hurt, shoot, that'll probably be them going up against OKC right now. Milwaukee was definitely my pick, but
and you have the Pacers playing for the NBA championship, so that shows you that the East is wide open. So I think that affects the call on that too. Let's check out another. Is it a good play or a bad play with this one right here?
I guess I don't get to go.
Is that Donovan McNabb? Oh, that's
Hold on one second. Because I asked Clutch
that's
3
I told
times.
I told you he did like that. He ain't say nothing. He
Did you?
just did that.
I said, did everybody go? I went to Clutch twice.
Yeah, he didn't
Clutch,
say nothing,
good
but he
play or
just
bad play? I said, good play or bad play twice.
You know, I agree with it. I agree with everything everybody said. He being treated well. They know him, but it's a bad play. It's a bad play. He needs to get up out of Milwaukee because ain't nothing there. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble saying this. White people and cheese. That's it. Ain't nothing there. Man, if he want to experience life in the U.S., he needs to go to one of these big markets. He can bring one of his brothers with him, but he can't bring both.
I mean,
I just think it's a bad play, man. Get out of there while you can, man. You already got a chip, right? Yep, he got a chip. He already got some MVP. Yep, he already got MVP. Man, go out there and live. Have a good time.
Where would you go? If you're
If I'm him, LA.
To the Clippers?
No, Lakers.
Hell no.
Yeah, to the Lakers.
Man, you gotta look at player fit. Giannis don't fit with everybody. No diddy. He's not a player that can play with everyone. Like certain players need certain things. Like Damian Lillard coming to Milwaukee, that's a good fit because he can shoot the ball. He can play on the perimeter.
It didn't work.
I mean,
yeah.
He been there for how many years? 3 years? 2 or 3 years?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
He got a
it's their first
championship.
season playing together.
It did work.
Well, Clutch, look at it from this standpoint. Some of it is your fault. You got rid of a coach that won a championship. You want him gone. You had a championship winning coach. And here's what I question. I didn't think Dame Lillard was a good fit for the team that they had because of one thing. When they talk about these so-called ultra best athletes that they can do so much, they can dribble the ball off their ass and spin it on their toenail. But they don't play no defense. And Milwaukee was based on blue collar. Let's play some defense. But so they want to get enamored. You got to know the identity of your team. And so I like the young brother. He went 30-13. It was a small sample. But then you go from him to Doc Rivers. I knew you wasn't going to get out the first round. I mean, let's call a spade a spade.
They got rid of their coach. They got rid of Drew
Twice.
Holiday. They got rid of Chris Middleton. Like that. I don't know what the owner was doing. Like they were headed in the right direction, and then it's like, oh shit, this shit going too good. Let's blow this shit up.
And this is why I'm gonna push.
I'm gonna give you a little.
Perfect.
Better yet, get rid of old boy from Minnesota and put him in there.
No, it's equivalent. Like Milwaukee was doing so good that it's equivalent to you out on a 3-day vacation with your girl and everything's so fun and good, and she gonna mess it up. Like saying,
by
so
passing
who's
gas
that
in front of you.
called you? So who was that called you? What are we?
Well,
How do you feel about me? That's what
how about
Milwaukee
this? And I know we gotta move on to the next segment. But sometimes, are you ready for a big market? Because we see for some reason And I'm gonna take LeBron, even though I troll him a lot. Everybody that plays with LeBron, they seem to look a little different. Everybody can't handle that spotlight, and so you got to understand. Sometimes you got to stay in your lane. And Greek Freak, for the most part, he's been private. We don't really know outside his brother being on his team. We don't know nothing about him like that in his private
That's
life.
a movie.
So guess what? Sometimes you gotta. If you look at Ant-Man in Minnesota, him in Milwaukee, and you even go back to the Karl Malone and John Stockton, David Robinson, Duncan, they all thrived in small markets. It wasn't the market, it was the player. So don't hate the player, hate the game.
Right. But he has a movie.
Oh, he did?
He has a movie. Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. I don't forgot the name
That must,
of his childhood and going to the NBA. And he
that's
did
right.
it while playing in Milwaukee.
I bet they hit Netflix.
It had to be like
That must have been on Netflix real quick.
Yeah, but he didn't have to do it like Unibrow and go to LA just to be an extra alien or something in Space Jam. He did it from Milwaukee. So stay there, Giannis. Stay there. So let's tap into this next bag.
Is that Donovan? Oh, that's Is that Donovan McNabb?
I said the same. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you said the same thing.
No. That's the quarterback from Texas.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm forgetting his name.
He's a goat. Heisman, yeah, one of the goats.
I know. I just can't remember his name.
Vince Young.
Vince Young. There you go.
That's crazy. He's not gonna Texas.
If you're looking to sponsor, we're taking things up in this new season of such a lineup. So all of us can have microphones like those dudes do. But do you all think Clutch is that a good play or a bad play? Him not knowing him being a Texas high school athlete, not knowing who Vince Young is, or recalling his name. That good player or bad play?
For him, I think it's a bad play. How you gonna be from Texas and not know who Vince Young is?
He's not from Texas. He's from Jacksonville. But in 2019, he moved to Texas.
I thought he played for Texas.
No, he played for Boise State. He played.
So I'm all off the map then.
My bad. Off the map. Yeah, he played Texas high school in Texas. He moved from Jacksonville to play high school football in Texas. They probably were paying a lot too. But,
well, yeah, that's a bad play on me, not knowing who the hell he is.
So do you think? I mean,
he did look like that. Motherfucker did look like a broke back mountain Donovan McNabb.
Right.
But playing ball in Texas, I still think he should have known who Vince Young was.
Right. DSPN, do you think that's a bad play by him or a good play? Like, he's young, you know?
I mean, shit, if you don't know, you don't know. I heard somebody say the other day that I can't even remember what they said, but it made sense. I'm like, if he ain't number what, 20, 21? If that old?
Yeah, 21 probably, yeah.
Shoot, that man was about 6, 5, probably even 3 when that happened. Everybody's not a historian.
Right.
Everybody can't spit facts off the top of their head like Joe. Some people need to pick up Google and remember what happened. And then he don't even play quarterback. Man play running back. It ain't like they put up who Sanders.
Right.
Unpredictable? Yeah. I'll go anyway. Well, first of all, if you go represent Vince Young, you put him in the wrong uniform because now you put him on a team where they had 5, 6 black quarterbacks from Randall Cunningham to Rodney Peete to Donovan McNabb to Michael Vick to the Super Bowl. I don't call Alabama. Well, he's from Oklahoma, so I can call his name Hurts. So you put him on a team. You put on a team where they already had 5, 6 black quarterbacks over the last 30 years. He got drafted by the Tennessee Titans, so maybe you should have represented him by putting him with the Tennessee Titans. Because at that point, because guess what? At that point, when he was with them, he was at the end of his career. Who remembers Shaq playing with Boston besides the People's Champ?
All right.
You know, so you put if you go represent him with the right uniform. So if you go represent Shaq, it should be the Lakers, or maybe the Miami Heat. But you can't put him with Boston or Cleveland. Nobody remember that. That was Fat Shaq. That was before Fat Shaq was already too big Shaq. So represent the man right.
Shit, he played with Phoenix too.
Yeah.
See that man was a traveler.
But
At least he did it when he was at the end of his career, not trying to win championships. But
I don't remember Vince Young at
so
the
just
end at all.
Think about who's going to remember what's the quarterback that's playing with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers. Nobody gonna remember Aaron Rodgers with the Pittsburgh Steelers or the Jets. They gonna remember him with Green Bay. So represent him correctly, and then would have made a difference.
Right.
Shame on you.
Bad play on the podcast.
When you get to doing all that traveling, that's when you know your career in the dumpsters.
People chill. I guess that's why he was going to let his no.
The first point I want to make is I do know that Shaquille played with the Boston Celtics, but I never did get a chance to watch him because I was in school and college then, and I had no TV, so I didn't watch any sports during his heyday at Boston. So I didn't watch all the no TV during that time period. So Alabama State, baby. That's all I can say.
That wasn't that long ago.
That's what I'm thinking.
That was a good while ago.
No, that wasn't that long ago.
That was.
Shit. I know I was in.
Put it up while I'm going over my thought.
All right, go ahead.
I think it's an irrelevant play. Because like you say, he's from Florida. So if you had been a Florida player, then you could have probably said something because he's from Florida. He hear Florida names and see Florida players all the time down in that time period. But as far as Donovan McNabb, like I say, he was in his 4th or 5th uniform.
Man, you wasn't in no college, man.
Yeah, it was
what year that was?
2010, 2011.
That's when I started college.
Oh, you're right.
I
wasn't in college then.
That's when I had gave up on college.
I still wasn't watching no sports then for some
okay.
reason. But anyway, yeah, he if it had been a player from Florida, yeah, it would have been a bad play. But this is irrelevant play. I didn't when I first saw it. I thought it was Donovan McNabb too when I first saw it and glanced until I just looked at his face. Yeah, so
right, and I did when I first looked at the picture. But then he said what kind of messed me up. He said, "Oh no, that's old boy from Texas, old boy." And I think it said I don't know. College wise, Vince Young is an icon. NFL, no. And that kid might have focused more on the NFL. He went to Boise State. He stayed at Boise State in college. So evidently college, don't really mean much for him. But I think it was a good play. I'm not gonna hold him necessary for doing that. Casanat, but it happened 2 times in 1 week. Casanat didn't know who Wale was, and Wale said they had played in a football game together, a flag football game together. And
Casanat making so much money, so
right. And then the boy, his nerves probably already like they shook, so ain't no telling what he remember. But young people, I don't know. Are the older people feeling the way that y'all don't remember? But Vince Young ain't said nothing. Vince Young probably suited. So I don't think he said anything about it. But
he probably in one of them rainbow clubs.
right. Oh, yeah.
He probably fighting to get Diddy out.
Well, last good play, bad play we got is the Dallas Cowboys. Met a gentleman over the weekend at a men's conference, and he said he wanted to subscribe to the show and things of that nature, and he was a Cowboy fan. And he said he really didn't have any choices when he was growing up. Cowboys or Steelers was always on TV. So he made the choice. Cowboys head coach, brand new head coach said, "We're going to win, and when we win, they're going to want to steal our coaches because we are going to win." Making a prediction as such as we're going to win. We're going to win so much, they're going to want our coaches. DSPN, that's a good or bad call. I mean, good or bad play.
How much winning is that? Cause winning can mean a lot of things. How many games y'all won last year? 5?
Oh, come on, man. Really?
How many did y'all win last year? Y'all didn't win that many.
Man, I think we won 7, man.
Oh, hold on, fact check.
It is according to where you start at when you say that. According to if he said we're gonna win, man, and then
right.
if Dion would have the first season, he came and said, hey, we're gonna win, and you went from 1 to 4 games, and then you go from 4 to 11 or 9 or whatever. Like where you start at is a big jump when you say that. Now, if you come in on a team that won 10 games and you say we're gonna win some games, like, hey, what you talking about? So I understand what you're saying now. Good player, bad player.
Yeah, I mean, but who cares? Who really cares?
A lot of people like, hey man, hold your horses, man. What you doing?
I don't believe
D just a hate. He a hater on the Cowboys, so you shouldn't even ask him. He's just a hater.
Y'all about the sorriest team in y'all division. Y'all about to be the sorriest team in y'all division. If
you said the Giants ain't gonna win but 4 or 5 games.
Right, I was just about to say if it weren't for that Giants bet, I would have probably gave him a bet. But he should have just shut up. He should have just said, hey, we're gonna be it's super bad play. He should have said, hey, we're taking it 1 game at a time, fellas. We're trying to get our schemes and everything down. We're looking forward to a good season and looking forward to making some good plays. And I would have left it at that. But to say that we're gonna win, it sounded like LeBron when he came with the saying, not 1, not 2, not 3. That's about how many times he got swift, how many times he kept counting. It could definitely backfire, but I would have shut up.
See, D got the black beat on, man. He trying to outstamp me tonight, but that's all good. Champ. Good player. Bad play.
That's a good play on his part because last year, you remember Dak got hurt, so that's why they lost all those games right down the stretch. And the year before that, the last couple of years before that, they was double-digit wins. So they was 12, 11. So they had good wins with Dak on the win. They just can't win on playoff game. So him talking a little noise, he know that Dak is back. He's healthy. What the receiver is over there, the number 1 receiver, Lamb. Lamb was banged up last year. He missed some time at the end of the year. He back healthy. So yeah, they're gonna win some. They're gonna win a lot of games. It's just a matter of can they win in the playoff game. That's their problem.
Hey, and before I got disrespected by X calling me a hater, I got a bold take that the Cowboys will make the playoffs this year and will win a playoff game. They're gonna make the wild card and they're gonna win the game.
You ain't telling me nothing I don't already know.
Hey, but look,
it's like you trying to tell me something I don't already know.
But look, he's called it a bold take. He called your team making the playoff a bold take.
and that's fine.
Because when they make it, we know what's happening. Shit, they come to the stadium with their bags packed already.
Just like the Ravens.
Hey, we go farther than them. We
I
don't
know
want a
it.
playoff game.
Y'all got one Super Bowl.
Shit, I was born for it. I was alive.
One Super Bowl.
I was alive.
Okay, but it's only one.
Hey,
y'all won't get another one. Probably, maybe y'all might get one in seven more years.
We'll get one before the Cowboys.
I doubt it.
See, that's why I'm gonna call it a good play. Because I wanted to say, I'm gonna go to you next, Cuz, but I wanted to say it's a bad play, man. It's your first year. You're putting all this kind of pressure on you, man. Being a Cowboys coach is already enough pressure, so it don't matter how much I put on myself.
And we got 2 Super Bowls in this day and age. As I was born, 2. I ain't talking about when I was a cradle baby.
But I was gonna say, for the Cowboys being the coach, it's already got pressure, so he might as well, But what he did, he tapped into his fan base. His fan base they believe every year. They believe this the year, and he told y'all that y'all gonna win. So he's one of y'all. He's a Cowboy fan.
I wish I had $1 for every time I heard it.
So, Clutch, good play or bad play?
I think it was a bad play. To be honest, you don't even know what kind of coach you're gonna be. We don't know what kind of coach you're gonna be. So you starting off wrong already. We're trying to make predictions. I agree with DSP. Hey, we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it. A game at a time. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. But don't come out and make bold statements that we're gonna do this and do that, and you're gonna want our coaches. Man, bye.
Hey, I honestly didn't even know the Cowboys had a new coach. I'm sorry.
See, D, now you throwing shots, man. You I ain't even gonna say that, man.
I ain't know y'all had a new coach till I see the topics.
Whatever.
They got a new running back too. Hey, they got a new running back too.
Thanks to the Denver Broncos.
Cause Zeke ain't the man.
Thanks to the Broncos, we got a decent running back, and he's 3 years off of that ACL injury, so he should be 150% now.
I do. I mean, I believe in the Cowboys this year. I think they may win the division.
Did we play the Ravens this year again?
I had too much belief in y'all last year.
Do we play the Ravens again this year? Yes or no?
Man, why you keep talking about my team when I was on y'all bandwagon last year, saying
I don't
you
care.
should draft Dak Prescott?
Are we playing y'all this year? Yes or no?
It don't matter.
This season.
I want to lock in $100 bet right now that we're gonna beat y'all.
Good. The bet good. I'm finna figure it out.
They ain't playing again.
Nah, I won't play y'all.
Oh, I better be lucky.
I'll take everybody else. No, we don't.
They play, hey, let's go to the game. It's a preseason game that we can get tickets for $12, baby. Baltimore Ravens versus Dallas Cowboys.
We don't lose in the preseason.
August 16th, the first game. If it was Tom Brady, a trophy be being put out front. First preseason game, but they selling fast, $12. What y'all want to do? Are y'all really? Yeah. Are y'all gonna bet on the preseason game, the first one? Are y'all that degenerate?
It's their second one. It's their second one.
Second one.
Oh no!
But I'll bet on my team in the preseason. We don't lose in the preseason.
Man, you got a coach. You got a coach finna try to back up what he said. He finna try to back up what he said. So I don't know. I believe the Cowboys gonna put belt their ass on that first game. I don't know.
Well, the first game of the season, they gotta see their trophy get hosted up in their face by their division.
It's tough. Before we get out of here, anybody want to talk about the NBA Finals? I don't even think we talked about that on episode 104. That's how dry this finals is.
Man, the finals have been great, man. I don't know what y'all good basketball has been played. It might not be superstars, but great basketball has been played. Like it done went back to just enjoying the game, watching them. Cause I done seen Halliburton. I ain't never seen a 3-man weave so much in a finals. Do you know how many times that they have scored on a fast break that the ball was not dribbled? They done brought back like the joy for the game. It made it seem like it's really authentic. Now game 4, I see shit. The bookie was out on that one. But it's been authentic. I hope it goes 7 games. I hope we do it live.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Well,
No, you don't. No, you do not. Cause y'all don't want to hit my mouth. Y'all know. And I didn't win. I think Champ won the award, the Predictor Award, whatever. Y'all don't want to hit my mouth. Cause I got receipts, and y'all. I said the Thunder and 7, and y'all started laughing at me, man.
I ain't laughing at you now. I ain't laughing at you now. I've been saying Pacers and 5. I was just being like Shannon Sharp, but I always thought it would go 7.
No, I'm talking about the ones, the OKC. OKC 5, man, you crazy, man. You can give me, everybody laughing. I'm gonna play the footage if it goes 7.
But I will say outside of, I don't even know if y'all touch this or cover this, but I thought Paul George trade was bad. Ain't no way the motherfucker gave up the whole fucking yard and land in the slave masters for Desmond Bain.
Wow.
With them little T-Rex.
I seen that go across the timeline. Who got Desmond Bain?
Orlando gave up 4 first-round picks. Cole Anthony, Kentavious Caldwell Pope, and something else.
You go ahead and clock out for me, bro. You ain't do nothing all day.
But
You too. Go ahead and clock out for
me. Man, come on, man.
That means that Ja Morant might not be there within the next 2 years. I'm just gonna put that out there. If you blowing your team up like that and it looks like you're ready to rebuild, you're not rebuilding with a superstar there. You're just not. I feel like Ja Morant will be on the next bus, plane, or something within the next 1 to 2 years.
To Milwaukee.
Yeah, but life hard in the streets, out boy.
He got a couple more years left on his contract, so he
ain't getting re-signed.
They really got to, because they don't sell tickets without him. You know, it ain't like he going to New York or LA where they don't care who their team is. They're gonna go buy
the
tickets
NBA.
to the game.
The NBA finna get that man out the hood. They might send him to Milwaukee. Ain't nobody thugging in Milwaukee.
So the hood everywhere. Send him to the A.
Or they sending him to Seattle.
Send him to Boston.
They send him Seattle. He gonna catch a venereal disease.
Yo, nah, you can't send down to Boston. No.
We got some players to give up.
We ain't talking about that, man. We talking about y'all fan base in Boston.
He'll be
BTD.
Okay.
Y'all ain't got no point guard. Y'all sure gonna need a point guard here in a minute.
Boston police. Oh my goodness, they're gonna do y'all in. Anybody want to change their predictions how this finals in? Some of y'all got to change it because y'all put it in 5.
I still got the Pacers winning this thing.
No,
did I say 5? Did I say 5 or 6?
You and your homeboy, you and your little homeboy laughed at me. You said SG.
I said 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said sweet, then you went to 5.
Yeah, most definitely said that. I remember him saying sweet.
Did you say the Pacers? You the only one said the Pacers?
Me and somebody else said the Pacers. I don't remember who, but somebody else said the Pacers.
Gotta be
Ain't nobody said the Pacers.
Oh, I said it.
You the only one.
You the only one, I think.
He did say it though, because I go pull the receipt.
I know I said Pacers.
Yeah, I think he's the only one that said Pacers.
Because matter of fact, me and X he wanted to bet me. He was like, I got OKC in 6. I got he said I got OKC in 5. I got Pacers in 5. I'm not taking that bet.
He ain't say OKC to Indiana to 'cause at first it was Boston getting out the East, so he ain't said till after Boston got put out.
Who?
Yeah.
We talking about from the predictions
Yeah,
that
we
we
talking
got.
about
We
just
got.
Yeah, Reese.
I'm
Yeah,
talking.
Reese.
yeah. When we started
I'm
from,
saying
Yeah.
finals
I mean, to
predictions.
bring Boston
Everybody
up,
said
man. Boston's
OKC
out
to
of here.
do.
When nobody, we ain't talking about Boston. Boston out of here, man. You used to talk about them in June.
Hey, Champ, he trying to slide him back in there.
We ain't
Champ,
through.
who you got winning?
Oh, definitely OKC. I'm gonna move it to 6. Indiana gonna win no more.
Who they gonna win at home? Okay, they're gonna wrap it up.
OKC in 6. That's what I'm switching to 6.
Because it should have been in 5.
I still got
It should have been in 5. OKC should have won game 1. The coach blew the game up by changing the starting lineup, and y'all would have been right. But I'm still with 7. I said OKC is 7, and I want to be able to talk trash to Joe. But Clutch, you got a quote. We destroyed the quote. No, somebody dropped a quote on episode 104, and he was talking about chasing the cat. I liked it.
Yeah, I got a little small one. Life comes from the earth, and life returns to the earth.
Amen, brother.
Think about it.
Drop that quote from 104 if you got it. 104. Watch how you go. Put a big joke on.
It's nothing wrong with being a copycat as long as you following the right cat.
I like that one.
Right cat. Man. Appreciate y'all for checking us out. Fifth quarter episode airs Saturdays at 8 Central. Noon. The main show noon on Wednesdays. All the shows can be found on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Appreciate y'all for checking us out. Tune in to the Facebook group. Where these discussions will be had. Let them know if you're wrong or right. D is flexing on me with the with the baiter. But any other quotes? Any other things need to be said before the doors are open?
Unpredictable gone, so no.
Happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers on the show.
Indeed.
Shout out to the picture in the background.
Yeah.
Some of y'all got a lot on up there, but so this episode is Saturday morning. So that means we done had Juneteenth already. So happy Juneteenth. And then Monday is a big holiday. It's Dirt in the Whiskey year for the kids. So shout out to cancer season, all the cancer babies, June babies in the building.